Greetings, geeks. Welcome to episode 806 of Geeks in Space. I'm Rob Commander Taco Malda, and I am, of course, joined today in pretend low Earth orbit by none other than Chris DeBona.
Hi.
And Rob Roseboom.
Shout out to emergency services.
Woo! Woo! Here to help.
What's the vuvuzela sound? I don't even know.
Oh man, it's a good thing that you don't have that rigged up to your soundboard.
Yeah, it's true.
The only macro you have is the one to remind people that I can't be trusted when I suggest that movies might be good.
Yeah,
Right.
Where's that one?
That's a fair one.
Well, here it is.
Oh, there we go. Yep, I have terrible taste. I was watching Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead last night. Is that bad?
That's a classic.
That's a
Gary
fun
Oldman.
one.
Yeah. That's pretty solid, man.
No, that was.
I take back all the bad things I've ever said about it.
Oh,
No, wait. No, I
oh,
don't.
Well,
Sorry. Yeah.
at least a few of them.
all right, like 3%.
One of them. One of them.
Just the one. You forgive me for that time that I told you Mithrigan was good?
I don't even remember that. What the hell is Mithrigan?
It's Megan, but with a 3 instead of the little robot dancing girl.
I thought that was good, actually. I enjoyed that.
I did too, actually.
Did you watch that, Sen?
Yeah, it was all right. It reminded me of, I think there's a movie called My Deadly Friend or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a Scott Baio film.
Oh, wow.
Where he falls in love with this girl, she dies, and he installs like this computer chip into her brain.
As you do.
And she becomes like a super powered monster kind of. She's a murderer. The famous scene is she takes a basketball. I'm sure you've seen it. She takes a basketball and smashes the head of the mom from the Goonies. The mom from the Goonies plays the bad lady.
Right.
And they use that clip in a lot of Comedy Central stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, let's see. We've got a really exciting story, which allowed me to use the word chimeric on the title, because there's a story about humanized kidneys being grown in pigs, and they talked about chimeric embryos.
That's cool.
These are the sorts of science fiction nightmare fuel things that I kind of love.
Honestly, I think this is a great thing. Now, I think the vegans won't like it.
Then no kidneys for them.
I mean, really though, I read a thing not too long ago that we're talking about if you could take your own stem cells and grow your own organs.
Do it in a hot
there's,
second.
There's
Yeah.
there's no rejection or whatever, like the life expectancy would hit out to 130, 140. Because you could get a brand new heart, brand new lungs, brand new liver.
Sign me up. I've ruined my liver and heart already. Grow some fresh ones. Did you see this? So there's a story in here about Nub City, which I feel like this is something Rob has heard about before, but it's a story about a city in the Panhandle where in the 50s and 60s, people were amputating limbs for insurance claims. And this went on for a while because no jury would look at somebody and say they did that on purpose. But they did. And it's apparently a sensitive subject around there. And it stopped because the people doing this were asking for more and more money. And like it got really bad.
Give them a pinky and they're gonna want to take the whole arm.
No, it got worse than that. They were like taking out insurance from like multiple insurance companies simultaneously. Like it got real sketch. Like it started sketch and got sketchier.
This is the most Florida story. This is like a Carl Hiaasen novel.
Isn't that crazy? I felt like this is something that Rob's already heard about. This seems like something.
Just sit in your car in a sweltering summer evening on the main street of Nub City, watching anywhere from 8 to a dozen cripples, which we don't say anymore, walking along the street, gives the place a ghoulish, eerie atmosphere. 700 residents.
Yeah.
Wow.
But 50 of the 700 residents had done something like this.
Wow.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And they were just trying to get the insurance company to believe they're just a really accident-prone town.
Yeah, just really statistically unlikely. But I mean, we just keep losing fingers and feet.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. Insurance companies they've got a spreadsheet. Well, back then, a ledger sheet. And they're like, well, can't afford this town anymore. Bye.
Yeah, right.
Cancel them all. And people are like, but we still need that. So, sorry.
Yeah.
Talk to Long John Silver over there.
Yarg.
Yeah, right? Yarg. Talk to Stumpy. Talk to Lefty.
That's right. Again, I just watched One Piece last week, and there's because it's pirates, of course, there's a peg-legged man, and he's got a backstory that's super gross and worth watching.
Peggy?
Yep.
Peggy. You know how names always like, oh, that was their profession. Like
Yeah.
Cooper, was a
Cooper, yep. Smith.
Smith, and then there's Peggy,
Yeah. Then there's the famous rose booms, famous for exploding flowers.
Yep. Our war against the rose has gone on for many generations.
Mm-hmm.
The war of the roses. Yeah.
You don't choose it; you're born into it.
Yeah.
We got a story about mapping rooms through Wi-Fi signals.
Which we've told this story
many times.
But
it's like Voyager 2. Every now and then it happens again.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
This is a new one, although it did come out on September 11.
Which is fine. You can't give up a whole day because of some.
I don't know. We gave up a whole day for Arbor Day. Stupid trees. I hate them.
The enemy.
Who needs oxygen?
Always making air for me to breathe. Ugh.
I mean, most of it comes from the algae in the ocean anyway.
Right.
We don't really need the trees.
Taking all the credit. Of course, the algae is going to all burn up anyway, right? How does algae handle when the ocean goes up 10 degrees?
Oh, no, the algae would be fine with it.
Oh, good. It might grow faster.
I mean, some of the kelp might die, but...
I mean, this is salt. Oh, just went away.
Yeah, it's real research.
This is nice. Look, believe.
Yeah.
Is this like a Jesus thing?
I hope not.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I gotta give them mad props. Those are huge letters, though. I mean,
sure.
Is that a Home Depot bucket underneath each one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So you're not going to be, catching people's keystrokes off their keyboards through this one, but.
Well, you would think that, so they're using Wi-Fi, so let's assume 2.4 gigahertz, right? I mean, that's a pretty small wavelength,
Yep.
If you can nail it down, you could probably get incredible results, This is pretty nice, though.
It's the sort of thing that, 5 years from now, they're going to put some machine learning model on top of this, and it'll be really weirdly accurate.
Yeah, I mean, if you combine this with SLAM, you would, which is probably what they're doing anyway. Yeah, pretty neat. Well done, UCSB kids. Well,
yep.
People.
Rob, the next one is so for you. It's the Monarch Legacy of the Monsters trailer.
Oh. Yes, I love that.
You know what shocked me about this? I watched this trailer with my wife, and she's in.
Man, I love these.
Find me a good picture of a Godzilla for me to screenshot.
Yeah. Is that Russell?
Yeah, it's Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell. Like we got a Russell sandwich, a Russwich.
Is that like a Reuben?
It's like a Reuben, but it's with Russell.
Where's it good? Where's my Godzilla?
There you go.
Oh, and he turns.
Oh,
hey,
yep.
I'm just trying to catch a bus.
That's right. I'm just hungry for little children.
Here, let me kill off the intense music roaring.
Where's my transfer?
Where's my transfer ticket?
I want to sit in the back seat. I'm a bad boy.
Don't make me sit in the back.
I'm not.
I want to sit in the front. This is the Rosa Parks of Godzillas.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's fighting for what's right for monsters.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the legacy. That is the legacy.
That is Monarch.
That is the legacy of the monsters.
They're not just trying to kill monsters. They're trying to be friends with them too, right? Sort of.
I don't know that that's what this is going to be.
Godzilla comes to our rescue. Godzilla is our friend.
That's true. I thought Gamera always came to our rescue, though.
No, that's a different series, man.
That's a different world.
Yeah.
It's not the was it Toei? There's a new Godzilla movie actually in production, right? Like a movie.
Is. Yep, it's like Godzilla I.O. or something like that.
Well, I suspect we'll be there when it happens. Uh,
output. Toho.
Toho, is that? Yeah, they're the ones who like are the official holder of the rights.
Yep, of Godzilla.
Yeah, it's called Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. That's a
no. That's the new Godzilla and King Kong movie, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see another.
They're
Godzilla.
actually making a new Godzilla movie. They've been showing stills from it where he's all burnt up.
Oh,
Nice.
poor guy.
He can handle. He's pretty tough.
Well, no, I'm looking at the maybe it's coming from Toho instead of yeah. Oh, Godzilla -1.
Oh,
yeah, that's the one.
That's what it is. Yeah.
So many Godzillas.
Ooh, it's coming out soon.
November
1st. It showed it at the Toronto. It's showing at the Toronto International Film Festival, which is where you should go, Robert. It's just drive north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see if I can navigate the living room first before I hit the Toronto.
I know, you should, be into your recovery at that point.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Hopefully.
And the Toronto Film Festival is going to be kind of tricky because with all the strike going on, people are like, is it going to be still going on by the time TIFF comes around? Because if so, no one's going to be promoting.
Right.
All these people are like, I'm just going to plan on not going to Toronto. It's cold then. Anyway,
It's funny listening to I listen to a movie podcast, the Empire movie podcast every week, and once the strike starts, all the news dries up, but then also the interview guests start getting weird. Because before that it's all interviews with the actors, and now it's all like the last one was an interview with Daniel Pemberton, the composer of the Spider-Verse, and good for that guy. Like I'm enjoying hearing interviews with a composer, but you're in trouble when your writers and your actors are on strike, so you're interviewing the composers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a number of talk shows. I think it's Drew Barrymore and someone else.
Yeah,
they came back in.
They came back.
They're having to cross a a picket line, which is not smart.
Nope.
I think that it's going to be.
Ain't nobody wants to scab for Drew Barrymore. Come on.
Who's going to scab for Drew Barrymore? And the thing is, who's going to talk at it? Like only ununionized, celebrities. I mean, I don't care about these shows anyway. I don't watch them, but it's interesting. Yeah, Sherry Shepherd, Jennifer Hudson. Aria, no.
Maybe they can go to promote their albums
live with Kelly and Mark. Kelly who? Mark who? Mark
Ruffalo?
Ruffalo? Sure. Yeah, it's the Hulk and
Kelly
Ripa.
Kelly Clarkson.
Ripa.
Kelly Clarkson.
Mark Ripa.
Kelly and Mark Ripa.
They're the descendants of Regis and Kathy Lee.
Are they married?
Yes.
Ew. Okay.
Gross.
So what about Unity? I gotta get going.
Unity changed their pricing model, and
this is
a crazy story,
move,
right? Yeah. So they were basically changing it so that they're going to charge based on installs, which basically means the developers could theoretically even be charged for pirated copies of their game because they're going to get a bill for the installations.
We have no way of. We only know the aggregate. We don't know the individual.
That's right. We can't tell. Which also is like, fuck you, telemetry. I hate you so much that you're tracking me. You should not be allowed to do that. But they supposedly are going to be tweaking this. There's been some follow-up stories over the course that I saw this morning, but I haven't seen what the details are. That this was a first draft, which is what you say when you get caught.
Boy, they got caught.
Yeah,
the thing is, though, I have to tell you, we've probably talked about this before, but when we were starting the game, it was kind of weird because our contractor's like, well, you need Unity, and we're like, no, and they're like, how come? And I was like, one, Unreal looks better, but two, Unity already has a problem with mapping mono to C# because that's how it uses all of its scripting and all the internals. And I'm like, it's already in a DLL hell situation. I don't want to, be pinned to this current version of Unity for the rest of time. And frankly, the Unity people, their pricing is all over the place. They're trying to make money from their asset store. They're trying to make money here. They're growing public, and they're blowing all this cash. When somebody has a new crappy console or VR play, oh, well, we'll just pay Unity, and it's like that's not actually a great business. So yeah, I always sort of wanted to avoid Unity for this. So.
Rent-seeking monsters.
Well, the thing is, it's a lot like those. I hate to be that guy, but there's a lot of open source, cloud, companies that are, oh no, we're totally open source, until they're not. Like Terraform did.
Right. Sometimes companies decide to don't be evil, and then they decide, nah, never mind, we can make more money if we're evil, and then they take that out of their agreement, and then they just
shockingly
keep being,
they go public, and then
they keep being more and more evil.
Do that.
Yeah.
Of course you are.
It's weird.
All right, listen, we should wrap up.
Oakley dokley. Goodbye, Rob Roseboom.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Chris DeBona.
Good. We all love you, Roseboom.
Thanks, man.
Yep. And I was Rob Creator Taco Mulda. That was Geeks in Space. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.